flight controllers.
Give me a go, no go for launch.
Booster.
Go.
Retro. Go. Fido.
We're go fly.
Tell mute.
Oh, yeah. Hey, guys, this is Michael Rooker here from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 and Volume 2. And you're listening to Your Nerd Side.
Welcome to Comic-Con,
where once a year sci-fi buffs take their lips off the barrel of a loaded gun and spend half a day adjusting their eyes to sunlight.
You want to see a comic book with pregnant zombie nuns?
You psychotic nerd!
Dude, what a bunch of freaking nerdos.
Can't you see I'm white and nerdy? Look at me, I'm white and nerdy.
I'm a nerd too.
Your personality needs some work.
You're not part of the popular clique.
But I was kind of a lonely nerd in high school.
I started a quilt. I did yoga twice a week. I wore flip-flops in public.
I like to roll with the gangsters. Although it's apparent I'm too white and nerdy. I'm just too white and nerdy. I'm just too white and nerdy. Look at me, I'm white and nerdy.
You're a nerd.
Welcome to this week's Your Nerd Side. We have a lot to talk about this week. Interviews we've got to get to. These are amazing because, one, they are from Walker Stalker, and we're talking to a lot of different people from the Walking Dead franchise. From A-list to the Z-list, but to me, they're all the A-list. And in studio this week, we've got AMV, who's got a whole bunch of stuff in store for us. What do you got on tap?
We're going to talk about the worst members of the Justice League. This information is presented by CBR, so thank you, CBR.
Comic Book Resource, that's what they stand for. And also, we've got a Nerdside exclusive. Marvel debuts the first teaser covers images for Marvel Legacy. Now, this kind of works and it changes. It's one of those things you look at and you move, right? You change.
Yeah. Well, is it like, don't they describe it as a hologram?
It's just a hologram goes up. But what's cool is...
Well, no, but is that what it's... It's not a hologram, but don't they describe it as a hologram?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, they've been doing that since, what, the late 80s, early 90s?
No, yeah, I know, but the thing is... Well, I'll let you get to that. That is your thing. I'm not going to even touch that. First, before we get deep into the show with interviews and all that good stuff, good news for Young Justice fans. It's Learn. 5 episodes of the new series have been recorded to date. Now, voice actor Nolan North let the news be known at Awesome Con in Washington, D.C. that 5 episodes of Young Justice Outsiders are in the bag. What is... I've never heard the saying are in the bag. Does that mean it's in the can? Don't they usually say in the can?
No, in the bag.
In the bag?
In the can's like I'm in the,
no,
going on the toilet.
I locked them up. They're in the can. I've never heard of that. So
I've always heard that.
I've never heard anyone say they're in the can. So in the can means you're taking a shit.
Well, usually in my mind, in the can reference to that, but it has been used in the can similar to in the bag.
All right. Well, we've got some audio from Nolan North from Comic-Con. He provides voice of Connor Kent and Superboy. Let's hear what he has to say about Young Justice.
That's the best part of this business for me personally. It's just the people I know. Like, Kari Payton, if you're fans of The Walking Dead. I've known Kari for years. He's Aqualad and Young Justice. Yes, it's happening. We just recorded episode 5. It's happening. It's for real. It's done. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that.
Now, this is pretty cool. They canceled the whole Young Justice show, but it reached more than 25 million unique viewers. Now, they canceled the Young Justice show, but it reached more than 25 million unique viewers in each of its 2 seasons. This is just on Cartoon Network. And the passionate fan support set stage for the new 3rd season. I don't even know why they canceled it at all.
Well, don't you think it's a lot about the leadership, the executives? This is when... because Warner Brothers has gone through so many different changes by buying out Time Magazine, AOL. I mean, I just think it's lack of vision and leadership.
You really think so?
Well, then why did it cancel?
I thought it was based on ratings. I mean, we lost Thundercats. They said the ratings weren't that bad, but they pulled it. I don't... Maybe they have so many things on the shelf. Also, you know what a lot of it has to do with, and I am being very honest, it's all about product placement and what sells.
Yes.
Where the video game sucked. Do you remember the video game came out for Young Justice, how bad it was?
It was really bad.
The players used to get stuck behind the walls and stuff. It just was bad. The toys weren't... I mean, we bought the toys because if you bought X amount of Young Justice toys, this is about like 5 years ago, you can build the Hall of Justice.
Yes.
Do you remember that?
We never were able to do it.
Because, well, one, I didn't want to open the package.
Oh,
I'm not going to open it. It ruins the value, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, but you don't have the complete set, so what does it matter?
All you need to do is go to eBay, purchase one, open it. Someone stupid that did it, and get a lower price and build it together. And what are we going to do? Put it in the bedroom? There's no room for all this stuff.
Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice,
The Super Friends keep...
I don't know. Someone keeps on buying toys.
I'm going to have sex with the Justice League there.
And
it's
to
on
show
my
all these new drone toys that you have. I don't know about that.
All right. So we're going to be seeing the new Cartoon Network. Now, Anna Maria, you've got these new covers we were talking about earlier. The Marvel Comics came out. Oh, and while Anna Maria's talking about this, go to yournerdside.com. Each cover is there and shows what it changes from one to the other. The cool thing about this, I do know, is that it's the original cover and a new cover. I'm talking about like the original Batman. No, I'm sorry. It's more original Spider-Man and then the new one. Am I correct?
Yeah, sounds right.
All right.
And I do have an answer for you. This is based off a movie pilot.
What's
I told
this
you
for?
it's leadership. This is the answer why Justice League got canceled. Warner Brothers wanted it to be more, quote, kid-friendly, and they didn't want girls to watch it. End of quote.
Why?
I just answered the question.
They didn't want girls to watch it?
This is, we're still dealing with the era where the women in this country have not broke the ceiling. We still have not had female leaderships in different roles, right? Because think about it. It was probably one of the more diverse animated series, right? With a couple of women, not just one token woman.
Yeah.
Right? And so they're like, I don't know, a girl having all these powers and abilities and speaking back to the guys who are supposed to be the leaders. I don't know about that. So, yeah. So, if it's long, and I'll read it real fast. But then there's...
I will say that I was really disappointed when the show, when it dropped. Okay, and we're talking about Young Justice. When it jumped ahead in history, do you remember that?
Yes.
And then Superboy still looked the same age, but he was getting older inside, and she cut her hair short, the Martian girl. I didn't like that. I liked them to stay in the timeline of back when it was original.
Yeah, they just thought it was just too much for an older audience. I don't understand why they couldn't have Young Justice and Teen Titans Go at the same time. Sorry, even Suri has an opinion about this. So
she sat on Siri.
Sorry.
Poor Siri.
Oh, I know. The power of the large derriere.
So, Young Justice, we haven't had a release date. As soon as we do, we will let you know.
Yeah, but are you enjoying Teen Titans Go?
No, it makes me feel like I'm watching anime from 1983.
Right, right.
It's for little kids. I've never seen them fight any...
I know, but the thing is like it's not even somewhat educational. At least like G.I. Joe says, they had something to learn from. I'm going to learn to throw pizza at someone's face or eat as much
all
as I
they
can.
talk about is, what is his name? Beast Boy and, what's his name?
Cyborg, who's going to be the new Justice League movie.
All they do is talk about eating food, and they sit there playing video games.
Just practicing my booyahs. Boo, 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 yeah, booyah!
It's more annoying than Robin's sleep fighting.
When are they going to actually, and who's paying for that big T tower? When are they actually going to go out and save somebody?
Oh, I know. Look at this. I'm showing an image to Fonseca about Robin crying, and he has like 4 scoops of ice cream. That's not the Robin that I grew up learning about.
And how does
and they go, and here, this is a mess of a show, which they can easily make merchandise and sell to young boys. Yeah, so I'm going to show to young boys it's okay to eat away
ice
your
cream.
Problems.
I don't. And how does he keep that figure with all that ice cream? That is amazing right there.
Oh, well, you were always skinny, and you ate a lot.
No. Okay. Yeah. Moving forward from that, Marvel Comics. I want to talk about this because this looks cool. The Marvel Legacy. Why are they doing this? Do you know why? Any reason why they're doing this with all these comic books? Do you know? Well, right now I can tell you that the ones that are going to come out, and it's coming out fall of 2017, we can see The Incredible Hulk, America, X-Men, Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, Amazing Spider-Man, Renew Your Vows, Astonishing X-Men. And then in a previous announcement, Marvel Editor-in-Chief has described Marvel Legacy as the following: a new initiative that will take things back to our iconic history with a firm eye on the future. Marvel Legacy will present stories that remind everyone, newcomers and longtime fans alike, why Marvel stands as the premier name in fiction. Okay, I don't understand why they're doing this. I think they're just trying to sell comic books. That's what I think.
Well, yeah, they're also saying that they're listening to their fans and viewers who want to look at different things. It's kind of like the New 52. Right? It's
Did the New 52 do good? Do you even know off the top of your head?
I think it did because they didn't like go back. It sold a lot of images. Think about all the crazy statues as well.
Yeah, they do make a lot of statues. A lot.
So don't you think, though, that the Marvel Legacy is pretty much doing it because of the success of the New 52, even though there was a lot of outcry and upset about the New 52? I think that that's the main reason why.
And I actually see no change in the comic book. All it is a special cover. And I'm going to go out and buy the special cover because I want to have the special cover.
Well, the cover.
Kind of like the 52 when they had the Bizarro. Remember all those ones of the weird Bizarro and stuff like that? I've always liked those.
Yeah. So, but the covers are pretty. Now, what do you think about the Amazing Spider-Man? From man to woman.
Is it the one with the Green Goblin?
No.
There's one with the Green Goblin.
This is the one where it's a girl saving the two folks on there.
And what's that from? I have no idea what that comic book's from.
What do you mean? This is a famous one from Spider-Man, right?
I have this one, that one, the original one with the black suit. I own that. The one with the girl, I don't have.
So his Spider-Man 250. Nobody has the new ones. They're coming out.
No, those are copies of old ones.
No, I know.
When it changes one of them, one is an older one. And then when it changes, one's a newer one.
No, I know that.
I know, but I'm just saying I have the other Spider-Man.
But what's up with the Amazing Spider-Man and then America?
I have no idea.
So that's a new character?
I have no idea.
See, I think when they come out with this stuff, they need like a little guidebook because it gets a little bit confusing and stuff like that. But I think that's actually the whole point. So you buy all the comics to try to figure out what's going on.
And heavens to Betsy, if you walk into a comic book store and you ask a person behind the counter just about the comic book, like, you don't know about this? Well, in episode 425, that's the reason that... Why they... Again, I always say this all the time, and I'll say again... How come comic book stores? And we are going to be doing this. We are reviewing comic book stores. We are going to. This is happening. No,
you're going to do a nationwide tour?
Oh, anytime we go on vacation to Boston or different, we're going to a different comic book store. We're going to do the Bay Area first.
Yeah.
San Jose. There's some of them that are just so mean, and you know what I mean. I always tell people when I walk out of stores, whether it be food, drink, whatever, or clothing store, like, this will not reflect kindly on your Yelp account. I always say that.
But most of the time, they're not owners. So one of them, Amazing Fantasy, located in San Francisco, the owner, Frank. Amazing, sweet guy. He worked as an employee, always gave superior service, bought the company, but now that he's learning the luxuries of the ownership, and I know he still comes in, his employees there, and they're not so bad. I would say Amazing Fantasy, out of all the national comic book stores I've been to, have been the friendliest and nicest. But what's that one where there was that older gentleman that we went to in the middle of nowhere? Do you know which one I'm talking about? It's not Stockton. It was, I want to say Indianapolis.
It was in Indianapolis.
In Indianapolis. I was probably maybe the friendliest person. Because
well, you had to. It was right next to the college. The college was up the street, wherever it was. I forgot what
it was in Purdue.
You parked right downtown, and you wanted to see this college, and it was right next to
University of Indiana?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I don't remember. And I wasn't that impressed with in New York Comics.
Oh, the big Manhattan comics. Yeah,
I wasn't really impressed with that one.
The statues were nice.
The statues are nice.
That was original.
What did I buy there? Oh, I wanted to get the Walking Dead clear. It was the white cover. So, and it was specially designed, so if you went to Comic-Con, they could sign it for you. Those were cool. Brought it back and they got wrinkled in my luggage.
Here is a Fonseca's idea. He had this idea the other day about Lego stores, how they should have a Lego master built. So let's transform it. In a comic book store, wouldn't it be great if you have aspiring artists to draw or to display their works? I think that's the only thing is they need that Fonseca magic to think outside the box. Everyone's such a cookie cutter.
Nobody likes thinking out of the boxes. People don't like working extra hard. It seems like, well, who's going to do...
People are afraid of failure. We have learned...
I failed all my life.
Here, not to fail, right? So everyone has to remember about penicillin. It was because of failure we have penicillin.
We don't have penicillin anymore. It's obsolete now. Penicillin doesn't work anymore.
Okay, where is your reference on this?
It's common sense. Do you remember the pink penicillin?
So for someone who doesn't have common sense, educate
I am
me.
Dr. Fonseca.
God,
Google it. I don't know the exact things. I have to look it up. This is not a medical show. You want a medical show? You got to Google a medical show. I don't know.
Go to CNN. What's that guy's name?
I don't know. I don't know about that. All right. Now, break off the script a little bit. You wanted to talk about Wonder Woman because you were just up in arms on Wonder Woman. Go ahead. What did you want to say about Wonder Woman?
No.
Wonder Woman is leading
to have a Wonder Woman show because, well, number one, It's the #1 highest grossing DCEU movie ever.
No.